Hello everyone and welcome back to NASCAR Heat 2 Career Mode. Today we have the second Michigan race of the season. We're coming off a decent finish in Watkins Glen after having a pretty major run-in for the second time this season with Denny Hamlin, or really the third time, but the second time in this YouTube series. So
This week,
let's get to the
Monster
race.
Energy NASCAR Cup Series races back to Michigan International Speedway for the Pure Michigan 400. Michigan is the fastest track in NASCAR, making it a fan and driver favorite alike. In 2016, another fan favorite, Kyle Larson, picked up his first ever win, opting to ride his signature high line for nearly the entire race. Can he do it again today? It's time to find out.
Yes, I remember that first win from Larson, as he is my favorite driver back in 2016, but now the green flag is out. Maybe we can get a win here in Michigan. Right off the bat, we're going to go to the outside of Carl Long, make it 3 wide. It's kind of hard to make the outside work here, but the best chance you have to do it is on the restart. So that's really your best shot at just about all tracks to make the outside work in this game. Unfortunately, you can't make the outside work as much as you should as we get into the wall already early on because DJ Kennington did not want to give me room, which is pretty typical of him as he is a rival. We're going to go power on the outside to get past him. A little contact on the left rear. Alright, so we got 1 lap down. We've gained only 8 spots. And now we go to the outside of Danica Patrick. We are making that outside work pretty decent, but I think it'll fade out later on here as everyone starts to get spread out. They shouldn't get too spread out as stage 1 is only 6 laps. Did not have the best entry to 3, but we should get a decent exit. Yes, we will. On the outside of Trevor Bayne, we make a little bit of contact. We're passing everyone on the outside right now. As we try to pass Stenhouse, he gets in our left side, kind of shoots me at the track, but we're going to hang on to it. Now we clear Landon Castle in the 34 car. Try to break into the top 20. I don't think we're going to get stage points. I see up ahead of Eric Jones is Denny Hamlin. As we now come to 2 laps to go in stage 1, we were able to get past Denny Hamlin in the 11th car, and we've worked our way up to 16th, trying to pass Casey Kane for 15th, who has another rival of Austin Dillon right in front of him. So we're going to be a little bit careful. I don't know if I should go to the outside of Austin. I'm going to creep up just a little bit. We do have quite a bit of speed on him. We are 3 wide with him. He makes a little contact in our left rear, but we are okay. White flag in stage 1 right here as we duck to the apron to get past the Dale Jr. in the 88 car. We're pretty close to 10th, but we're not going to get stage points. 10th place looks like it's Kenseth, and he is too far ahead. As we exit turn 2 now, we have a run on Ryan Newman. I'm going to go way to the inside. I could have easily made it work on the outside, but I went with the inside instead as we have a chance to send it up the inside of Logano. We do just that, and we clear him. Now at a turn 4, Kenseth is going to get the last stage position as we're going to finish 11th. Alright, let's see who won the stage. Elliott there in 6th. Truex won the stage. That's what a shocker. But we'll take half a can of fuel here. And we'll take 2 tires. Alright, so we lost 9 spots on that pit stop there, obviously because of the tires. But the green flag is out and we are right behind our rival Denny Hamlin. But I'm going to go right to the outside with a pretty big move here early on. I just want to get past him as Suarez is there, but we're going to fill that little hole that he left open. That did not work as good as I was hoping it was going to. Look who we have on our inside now. Out of turn 2, I'm going to have to let that 11 have the spot. I'm not going to risk it. Down the back straightaway into turn 3, we go way outside. Chase Elliott, oh, sorry, Denny. Well, that's not good. I hope he's not mad. There's the caution. That was, I wouldn't say that was my fault. I mean, Elliott came down, Hamlin came up, and he basically stopped right in front of me, so I don't know whose fault that was. You be the judge in the comments if you want. But we're going to pit because we got quite a bit of damage from that. Alright, let's see what we can make happen. We're not last because Cole Witt is 7 laps down.
Ready. Steady.
Green flags back out. It's going to be a 3-lap dash to the end of stage 2. Go to the apron under Cody Ware. There's Denny again.
Still a car out there. Easy.
Got DJ Kennington there on our outside. Get on that apron just a bit to get under Jeffrey Earnhardt.
Stay low, stay low. Still a car out there. Steady.
Oh, I thought about going up the inside of the 11 as I get on the apron. A little contact with his left rear. We know he's obviously not happy with us. As we make a little more contact, I have to come up, and he gets in my right side. He is not really letting me back on the track.
Alright, halfway to the left.
Kind of have everyone around here, but we're going to go way to the outside with a 4-wide move. That was a big move, and it might work. It is going to work. We just gained 3 positions as we... Oh, Matt Benedetto was there. Sorry, Matt. I did not realize he was there.
Clear low. Inside is on
That could have been a lot bigger than it was. I could have easily just crashed the car, but we barely got in the wall. Or the outside of Logano, he's locked in the playoffs. I believe he has the most wins out of anyone.
easy.
Castle shoves up the track a bit, but we go to the outside of him,
Hold steady
and
wheel.
we will make the pass on him. As we've got just over half a lap left in stage 2.
All clear, all clear.
Try to make that outside work one more time. I'm going to let Busher have it here just to start on the outside. There we go. Okay. So we finished 20th in stage 2. It could have been obviously a lot better if I didn't take out our rival. But Martin Truex wins the stage again, and Larson gets second again in the stage. So let's see what we can make happen here. I don't think we're going to have a shot at the win unless something big happens, but green flag is out. Let's see what we can make happen. I think we could still maybe get a top 5 as we go to the outside of Eric Almirola in the 43. And we're right behind his future car there in the 10. Jones kind of got pushed out of the line, so he's going to be in my way. Suarez on our inside. We got just 9 laps remaining in this race. Go way outside, maybe get a run out of 4. Danica Patrick a little bit slow. She does not have much momentum. She looked a little loose right there.
Still a car out there.
3 wide with her now. Alright, we clear her and Landon Casso as we go to the outside of Eric AJ Allmendinger. Eric Almirola is there in 16th. We will be on his outside likely in a moment, but he's going to come up, and I'm actually going to go to the inside of him, slicing through the middle between him and Eric Jones as we duck to the inside of Dale Jr. now. Kenseth really got slow back there. Now we got to the inside of Austin Dillon, another rival, and we got Brad Keselowski there. But he's got a car on his inside, so we shouldn't have to deal with him unless Harvick clears him. As I'm going to fill that little hole that really wasn't there. That was like Brad Keselowski on Jeff Gordon in 2014 there. Except I didn't cut Harvick's tire down, but We are now into the top 10.
Hold your line.
Alright, past Kyle Busch now into 8th. We are working our way through this field, but do we have enough time to get up front? Alright, we have just 4 laps to go now. I've worked my way up to the top 5. Got our teammate Kyle Larson right behind us. And I believe that is Kurt Busch right in front of me. There in 4th. And then we got Johnson 3rd, Blaney 2nd, and Truex still leads this race. He's really dominated. And the problem is, the car is really kind of slowed down. I just haven't had the pace that I had earlier in this run. But we're still catching these guys a little bit. But now we only have 3 laps to go and basically have to gain 1 second. So we need to try and gain about 3/10 per lap here. A little wide there in turn 2. That's one of the problems I'm facing now as the car is really pushing up. The gap is now 1 second. We have gained 1/10. We have got Kurt Busch's draft now. That's going to be one of the challenges here, is to get around Kurt Busch. Have a big run on him. As we come now to just 2 laps to go at the line, we go to the inside of Kurt Busch on the apron. Oh, he might hit me. Now I'm going to go high, a little contact, and that's going to do us. That was it. There's no way we're going to get back up there now. I came down, I think. I truly think that was my fault there. Let's see if we can still run down at least our teammate again and try to pass him. Yeah, that wasn't Kurt being a rival. That was just me coming down. I tried to give him the lane, and I kind of tried to chop him, and I came down right on his right front. And, I mean, he had no reason to get out of my way. We had 2 laps to go. But now it is the last lap in Michigan. Martin Truex is pulled away now. He doesn't have to worry about losing this thing, as Johnson pushes up a lot into Blaney. This is going to give Kurt an opportunity. We have a 5-car battle here for second. At the end of this race, we go to the outside of our teammate Kyle Larson. Maybe give Blaney a shove here in the 3. I thought about it, but now I'm going to try to go to the outside. I don't want to mess with a rival. But we're coming to the checkered flag, so I'm going to try and go to the outside of the 21. He might push me into the wall here. We're going to run down the track to try and side draft him. It is not going to be enough as we finish 6th in Michigan, and Martin Truex Jr. takes home the victory. I don't know how many wins he has, but it might be his first one or second. We'll find out in a moment. Yeah, I feel bad for wrecking Denny Hamlin earlier, but yeah, Truex just straight up dominated this race. Where did Hamlin finish? 23rd, okay. Well, it's kind of what he gets for Watkins Glen, even though we kind of paid him back at Watkins Glen. Alright, so we're 10th in the points. Of course, we're right behind Denny Hamlin in the points. Denny could really be an interesting factor when it comes to playoff time, I think. But next we got the Bristol Cup race, so I know that's going to be a fun one. 3 races to the playoffs in trucks. This is going to be my last season in trucks in Xfinity, hopefully, if I win the championships in both of those. But now let's check the playoff standings. Truex, that was his second win. He has 13 playoff points. Harvick has the most playoff points with 24, but Johnson will get an extra, I think, 25 if he wins the regular season. But we're 3 playoff points behind Hamlin, and we're only going to get like an extra playoff point or 2 at this point, because it's only the top 10 that get playoff points at the end of the regular season. So we're pretty close. We got 3 races until the playoffs now. It's kind of, the playoff grid is, I think, going to stay what it is already, but there's our rivals there. Bane's mad and whatnot, but that'll do it for this episode of NASCAR Heat 2 Career Mode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in Bristol.